Welcome to this incredible celebration of queer artistry and talent. Thank you to each and every contributor. We are so proud and grateful. The anticipation is over and we are so proud to present. This is Thee Baddest Showcase.
Hello guys, the discussion panel is about to start. Woo! Please, we have an amazing special guest. Please raise your hands to Mista Strange!
So to begin with, guys, we're going to start the discussion panel with toxicity in the community. So if anyone has any questions afterwards, feel free to raise your hands and we'll get you the mic so you can give us your little input. So let's get this started.
So we're all going to introduce ourselves. So my name is Frizz Press.
And my name is Melody.
My name is Gareth. I'm here from WGT Talents. My talent over there, big up.
And my name is Mista Strange.
So we'll touch on toxicity in the gay community. Personally, I think there's a lot of it. I think that it's very fashionable right now for people to be online bullying each other, and I don't think that's cute. I just think that it needs to stop, and we need to stop condoning it because it's not nice. And if it was somebody else that was in them shoes, how would you feel? I don't think anything like that should be endorsed, tolerated. You lot just shouldn't be doing it, really. Not you lot, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, there is a lot of it, and we need to kind of just work together, really. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same race, so we don't really need to be bullying each other online. That's really my take on it.
I think my perspective is quite different because I'm going to take it back to when I first came out on the scene, which was 20 odd years ago. Obviously, I came out then when I was like 5, because I'm not trying to give my age away. Basically, I think one of the first things that I noticed was that I felt quite pressured. I felt quite pressured to dress a certain way, to act a certain way, to be a certain way. And I also felt quite pressured that if I wanted to attract a particular type of female, then I had to have some kind of attire that fitted that I was told that would attract that kind of female. I dressed quite feminine or like a STEM. And I like feminine women. And so what I was trying to find out within myself was, can I be myself, my authentic self within this environment without feeling any pressure around it? And I found that quite difficult. And I just found the scene quite difficult, and it was something I wasn't able to ever really gravitate towards. And I think in the 20 odd years that I've had a very fluid sexuality, I can probably count the amount of times I've gone out on the gay scene. I love the community and I love the people, but I don't love the environment. And I think I'm one of those people that don't really identify with being on the scene. And I think there's a lot of people like me. But I think it's about just being true to yourself and finding your own element within that and not feeling pressured. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, so I totally agree. I mean, in the queer community, like we've got like reading each other. So I feel like the toxic, it's a hard word that, toxicness, being toxic basically comes on the back of that. And as well, like we've got so many subcultures within the queer community. You've got your bears, we're always trying to be categorized. So I just feel like it's about, we're a minority, we get so much negativity from the outsiders, i.e. the straights, no offense. But so it's about coming together as a team, working together, collaborating together, and just showing them the pink pound. Do you know what I mean? We're such a colourful, beautiful bunch of people. We've got so much to bring, as I can tell from around the room. And I feel like we bring the magic, we bring the character, and bring the vibe.
Yeah, I think a lot of the things that people said already are like very true, especially what Mel said. Me personally, I haven't found that I fit necessarily into the community as much as other people would. I think where I started is a different place than a lot of people who have come out. A lot of people came out very young. I came out around 18, 19, so it's still quite young compared to some people. But then you have people that came out in school and their experience of being gay is very different to mine. They were maybe more feminine and etc. And that wasn't necessarily my story. So I feel like when you're trying to find who you are in the community and trying to navigate through all of that, it can be difficult because I don't think the community is necessarily set up for people who don't fit a certain narrative of what it means to be gay. I mean, what does it mean to be gay? Other than liking men, I don't think much else, to be honest with you. But I feel like when you are trying to work all that out, you have these narratives that are being sort of, I wouldn't necessarily say pushed towards you, but you wonder, you know, what does it mean to be gay? Do I fit into this? You know, am I gay enough? Am I this way? Do I have to be that way? And I found that sometimes you feel pressured to be a certain way. There's a lot of pressures within the community, and there's a lot of ways that it can be toxic. I think a lot of things can be toxic in general. People can be toxic in general. Everyone can be, you know, me included, you know. So I don't think anyone is exempt from toxicity. However, I do feel that there is very specific ways that the community can be toxic. Like you said, with reading and all of these types of things, I think like sometimes the culture around trying to bring people down or seeing people as a threat or as a challenge and trying to bring them back down to earth, I think can be very toxic. I see a lot of toxicity with dating, you know, masculine, feminine, femboys, etc. You know, this group doesn't like that group. You know, I see a lot of toxicity with trans versus gay, and there's a lot going on, you know. But what I do want to say is that, look, like we're here today now, innit? Like, and you know, Kanan and Jamie and the team have pulled this together, and they're gay people, and you know, like they've booked out a venue, so it clearly shows that we're doing something collectively as gay people because we're able to do a lot more than maybe people previously to us could have done, you know. So I think we should be proud of ourselves as far as we've come, and you know, just aim to keep pushing as we have.
So that was an amazing introduction and some amazing points as well. Does anyone have anything to add in the audience? Anybody?
Questions?
Any questions?
Good evening, everybody. Congratulations to the organisers, because this is dope. The venue's beautiful. The vibe is a vibe. Everyone's looking beautiful, smelling sweet. It's a pleasure to be here. Congratulations to Gareth on the stage. Whatever. Anyway, sorry, it's not a fucking speech. Okay, so my take is, personally, I'm like, fuck everything, fuck everybody. It don't matter who you're fucking, who you're talking to, what you're wearing, what you're doing. It's nobody's business. You have to just do you. Like, we need to stop focusing on what people are watching and just do what we're doing. Like, these guys have just put this event on. They've done it. Stop talking, start walking. You got to create shit. Because look at it, it's fashion, it's culture, it's acceptance, it's love, it's beautiful. We are all creation. We are all creation. There is no wrong or right. It just is. So shine bright, because we're all fucking unique, beautiful superstars in our own self. And you have to represent that. It's nobody's business whether you're gay, straight, bisexual, fucking whatever it is. It's no one's business. It's private, personal. Being gay means to be happy and be colourful. And that's what you need to do. So shine bright, and that's my take. Yeah, you got me?
Big up, big up, big up.
Thank you very much, Star. That was amazing points, strong points. So now we're going to move to the next topic, which is, how can queer people succeed in the industry?
Personally, obviously, I'm a gay person who has succeeded in the industry. I created a security company from scratch. And personally, I just went through where I felt like there was a gap. There was a huge gap in LGBT security guards being on doors and just people pulling up to venues and feeling safe with somebody who is, used to the gay community. Like, a lot of the male staff that I would supply and put them on the doors, they have a gay female boss. So they're not going to be homophobic. So I think you just kind of have to look at the outlet, look at what appeals to you, and kind of just go in. And I think a lot of gay people, a lot of the time, sometimes their personality is them being gay. I think if they take away that and actually do what they're meant to do and focus on the talent, I feel like a lot of gay people will get a lot further than what they need to get. Well, a lot further than where they are now. And I feel like it stems down to a lot of people being homophobic. If you're very feminine, or if you walk into an office very feminine, some people steer away from that. They shy away from it because they're not used to it. I'm not saying pack away who you are and not be true to yourself, be who you are. But there's some times where some people do too much, and I feel like when you do too much, I feel like that's when people get scared. I feel like if you're who you are, come in, do what you do, show the talent, show the worth, and that's it. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters in between that. So I feel like a lot of gay people, I feel like they should just focus on talent, focus on their worth, focus on their value, and kind of just focus. From that angle, and I feel like a lot more gay people will be successful. And that's kind of my take on it. That's the way that I went in. I didn't really talk about being gay. You can see that I'm a mass-presenting female. When it comes to gay events, if I get contacted for a gay event, then I supply guards for that event. But I think a lot of the time, if we focus on everything else rather than our talent and our worth, that's when everyone gets distracted because there's a lot for people to take in sometimes. And that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, so my business is called The Sound Bank, and we're basically a facility and a service for digital creators and musicians. So basically people can come into our building and book our services. So it's all like within the creative and the music industry. And I think what I found is that, interestingly, I'm actually going to put a different spin on this, right? Interestingly, there's a person that I manage called the Black Willy Wonka in the States, and he is very, very eccentric. And him and I have had several conversations where he has said that some rooms he hasn't been able to get into because actually the gay community have shunned him because he's not gay.
I think it works. It depends what room you're going to.
Yeah, and I'm just like, do you know what? It's like there can be like a unconscious or even a conscious bias on both sides, you know? And I think like everyone probably needs to kind of look at themselves and see where maybe some of their own prejudice actually lie. Now, for me, as I said, I always say to people, regardless of who you are, what you're doing, whatever the case be, from once you are good at what you do, and you are consistent with it, the truth never needs defending. Amen. And you will get exactly to where you need to be. And that's my take on it.
No, I totally agree. I mean, I run it's a queer-based talent agency, so it is queer-based fully, but we do take non-identifying queer people. And the reason for it is I was working out as a model, presenter, and actor for the last 10 years, you know. For some reason, I was always getting booked for the straight gigs. Don't know why. So I thought, you know what? I've achieved all my goals. You know, let me give something back to the community and make some fucking money. Can I swear? It's probably too late. Thank you, darling. So yeah, I decided to create a talent agency called We Got Talent. The name came from a big FU to two agencies that I did previously work with who were an absolute see you next Tuesdays. So it's in partnership with the Prince's Trust, and it's just basically about giving queer people a safe space. I hate that word safe space because, you know, but a comfortable space to, you know, showcase their talent, you know, to be with like-minded people and to just be as fabulous as they are. Obviously, it's not like, you know, wave the rainbow flag in every shoot you do, but it's like, look, I've come from this talent agency, basically queer mainly, and representing the team, do you know what I mean? The name again was, I wanted my talent to come on set and be like, what agency are you from? We Got Talent. Because why? Exactly, bitches. But yeah, so I know it's all about like, you know, shoving the rainbow flag in people's faces. And it is a scary thing when people do come out and, you know, want to be themselves. It's taken me a long time to come out and wear this ridiculous outfit. Do you know what I mean? And be my authentic self. But as long as you're true to yourself, you know, you're educated and you're writing what you're saying, you can get far. And that's me done. Was that good? Was that
good? I'll be real, man. I think everyone just needs to strap their nuts on and get shit done, bro. Like, I'll be real. I keep it 100, man. Like, when I came out, yeah, I had to deal with, like, I'm not even going to give you a sob story, but, like, I had to deal with so much, like, bullshit from ends, from being a rapper, from all of this rare-tear, yeah. And I'll tell you one thing, yeah. Don't go around thinking that everyone's going to hate you because you're gay. They're not. Like, I swear to God, they're not. And majority of the time, what it is, yeah, is people might have their own insecurities and they're trying to push that onto you. And what you can do, rather than crying about it, is keep on going, keep turning up to work and being like, yeah, I'm gay, I'm here, I'm doing my thing, you know, keep turning up to work. And what you realize is, I think, is that some people who you have disliked, maybe they have disliked you, if you continue to show up, you start to see a different side of them and they start to see a different side of you. And you actually realize that, right, like, we're both just people. You understand? But if you continue just going around thinking that the world's gonna hate you because you're gay, you're gonna end up creating. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, understand? You're gonna continue. You're gonna attract that energy towards you, and it's just not the case. Now, of course, there are people that are not going to like you because you're gay, like straight, like they're just not gonna like you. Those people do exist. I'm not gonna take away from that. People are getting hurt in some places. People are getting killed. But then again, I'll draw back to the fact that we're all here today. Like, we're not, like, these type of things are not necessarily happening right here where in our environments directly, you know, not all the time. And I think we need to also realize how privileged we are to actually be able to be here. Do you know what I'm saying? There's people that are, like, stuck in countries where they will actually get their head chopped off if they're gay. Like for real. Like, it's not even a joke. You know, like, there's people, like we're all here now, and this whole narrative of being gay, and that, like, there are people that are getting left behind with this movement that we are doing, the people that are still in the closet, you know, the people that are DL, the people that are really struggling, like, hard, like that. The way that they look at their life is that, all right, cool, I'm gay in the closet, I'm going to have a wife, I'm going to have a kids, but I like men. And that is their version of life. Coming out isn't even like a possibility for them. And I feel like we need to open up a bit and be a bit more accepting of different types of gay people, not just the narrative of the gay person that we are continuously seeing. Because those types of gay people, like, do your thing, be there. You know, you deserve to be in this space as well. Everyone does, but there's also people that are getting left behind, and I think everyone just needs to man up a bit and just get shit done, man. Like, no, we actually can't be stopped. I can't be stopped. Everyone in this panel in this room, I'm sure, can't be stopped because we're here. So I'm just saying, like, just keep doing what you're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? Nah, for real, though. Like, we have to just keep pushing, man. For real. For real.
Guys, can I get one last round of applause for our discussion panel? So now we're going to be handing over to Jamie and Kanan to let us know a bit about the Baddest Showcase, what we're ready to, you know, get into, and let's get this started. Jamie and Kanan.
So,
thank you all for coming. You all look
for real, for
amazing.
real.
The looks are looking.
So, with the Baddest Showcase, this started back in September because we obviously saw that Lani Good was hopping on her like shit, right? So we're like, if she can do it,
So can we.
we can do it. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of started this plan. It originally was going to be like a bad boys club, and we were going to be them bitches that you don't play with.
But we was
Like,
going to
for real.
include the talent as well as the baddie
We
element.
were always going to include the talent, but it was just going to be an all boys club to start with. Then we were like, we're cutting off so much of the community. Why the hell are we going to do that? It's that it just doesn't work in 2024. We have to be inclusive.
Yeah, definitely.
And
then we went out and we had a little press moment, you know, with Press Barbie over there.
Yes,
Zane
my
B.
girl.
And we decided that we have to be inclusive.
Yeah,
And
that was Zane that did that.
yeah, thank you very much.
And then yeah, like basically since then we've just been kind of sending emails, calling people, telling people what our project is, and seeing if anybody wants to join us and try and make it happen.
It's
Obviously,
been a
we've got
struggle.
amazing panelists that helped us and stuff like that. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. And then, yeah, pretty much, okay, this is what I have to say. I'm very, very proud of my best friend, Jamie, okay? He's come so fucking far.
Thank you.
He paid for everything. He's the core investor for this whole project. So high five, Jamie. We did that, bitch.
We did it. Whoa!
Yeah. So yeah, the Baddest Showcase, basically, I'm going to tell you what the show actually looks like. We want to get our cast members to devise their own show, to make their own show, write the songs, write the words, the script, all of it together. And we want that show to be a rags to riches story told from the queer perspective, but it's also going to be, it's not like a play or like a concert, it's going to be multimedia. So we're going to have dancers, singers. We're supposed to have a pole dancer, but that bitch ain't turned up today, so we'll see. We'll see. Tashani, you in the building? Okay. Obviously, when we started this project back in September, we were like, we've got 1 year to do this. We'll be filming in 1 year.
That doesn't work out.
You make plans and God laughs, do you know what I'm saying? So after this, the next stage is obviously to put all the footage together and produce a proof of concept to take to studios, producers, investors, that kind of thing. Try and raise the funds that we need to get this show happening. And one of the things that's really important to us is not doing a budget show. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're going to be filming in the UK.
You will have food.
Calm down. No, seriously, we ain't got time. Calm down. So, basically, we're looking to really raise the funds that we need to give all of our cast members the resources that they need. We want professional choreographers, professional vocal coaches, all of that, to really give people what they need. Because a lot of people have the raw talent, but they don't have the mentorship and they don't have the management that they need. And some people just need a little bit of that. So the show is supposed to be entertainment. Lots of gays getting together, making a show, fun. But on the flip side, we're supposed to be programming these individuals to be able to manage themselves and be prepared for the industry. Mic drop. I'm joking. Okay, that's it. So,
Thank you.
3 minutes to mingle.
Everyone get networking. Thank you so much.
And yeah, Jack, if we can hit the music, please.
Just like you know, I always want stripes. Like you know, I always want stripes. Like you know.
Body in shape, small and slim, but it still shakes. He can't be patient and it's so blatant. I can just tell he don't want to wait. Edges laid, getting paid, smoke high grade like every day. They say I save music the way I came through, say I paved the way. They say I save music the way I came through, say I paved the way. They say I save music.
Yeah, we did that.